Yo, YouTube, Just Stand TV, you know what I'm saying? It's another day, another night. I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, Lord, for, just where I'm at in life. If you're coming across this video, you're in the right place. You're always on time. You are right on time. God loves you. We all have a calling for us to live to the best of our abilities. It's not easy dodging wickedness in the world that we're in today. It hasn't been easy since the beginning of time. You know, Even Eve tempted Adam. It's always going to be an uphill battle. But the best way to, keep God as your sword and the Bible as your sword and God as your shield as well is just you have to isolate, man. You have to isolate. If you was in the world for most of your life, you're just now coming to a place where you're waking up. You have to understand and realize that everybody you've met up until now, they're just worldly people. There are other godly people but they're probably right under your nose. And a lot of people, they feel like they're living for God the right way. They think they pray. They have Bible study, they have family group meetings about the Lord on Sundays or Saturdays or Wednesdays or whatever. But a lot of people truly don't read the word. A lot of people still celebrate pagan holidays. A lot of people still celebrate Halloween, Christmas. A lot of people still celebrate birthdays. I know it's hard when it comes to birthdays, but you have to understand it's still a holiday created by Esau, aka the white man. You know what I mean? It's all detrimental to our destiny as chosen ones, as Israelites. You know what I'm saying? God specifically said he's coming back for the children of Israel. You know, God said, Jacob, who I loved, Esau, who I've hated. And that's why it's so hard for us to weed out through wickedness, especially for those who live in America, aka Babylon. You understand? We have to fight harder. And I find myself in the middle of this battle. You know, I wouldn't say I'm losing friends, but I really am outgrowing friends. I don't have the motivation to really be around too many people. You know what I mean? I don't really vibe with. I feel like I'm just above people. It's sad. It's the truth. It sounds arrogant. It may sound narcissistic, but it really is the truth because I know in my heart, like I'm truly trying to, you know, stay away from all my sins and addictions. And I'm just watching the people I grew up with, like old friends and everything. They're just living. They're not really making no change. They're living the same life pathway that they were living a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Yeah, I know a lot of people who are good people, but they're not trying to, live for God, live for Jesus. Like, they already got their bodies tattooed. They're still drinking, smoking, having sex, interracial relationships. It's just all wicked. It's all in the Bible. They're literally all sins in the Bible. Just because it's not in the Ten Commandments doesn't make it a sin. God specifically told people not to do certain things. And you know what happens to them in the Bible? They all got struck down. The true prophets in the Bible, they was tortured. They got their head cut off. They they was mutilated. And, you know, it's in my calling to also be a prophet. But I pray to God for me just to stay protected throughout this journey, moving through the darkness. Every night my dreams have been crazy, have been very wicked. And I find myself waking up, praying, and just going back to sleep eventually. And it's only because the devil recognizes that I'm moving away from him and I'm getting closer to God, and he hates that. It makes him enraged. If I'm making God happy, I'm making the devil enraged. You know why? Because the devil's a defeated foe, you know? And that's why when a lot of people feel like they're doing better in life, then think bad things start happening. A lot of people psych themselves out and be like, well, what's the point? I'm going to just go back into my vomit. I'm going to just return back and do what I was doing before this. If God's real, why am I going through bad hardships when I try to live closer to him? It's because you're doing the right thing, and everything comes with a test. God will test you, but the devil will tempt you. God will never tempt you. It's the truth. I am just talking, I am just rambling, but I am very tired. But I wanted to get some thoughts out to YouTube because I don't know who may come across this video. I don't know who may be inspired. I don't know who may need to hear this. And, I just pray, and as I speak, Lord, through my words and technology, that I can, technology, that's how you know I'm tired, just rambling. But, I'm just trying to You know, just keep God on my breastplate, you know. Just keep God at the forefront, you know. God is with me all day, every day. He has been my entire life. You know, even before I honestly understood or recognized it. I've always been God conscious as far back as I can remember. But it seems like now it's just I'm starting to realize that I don't really know God. I've hated God most of my life. You know, I've been reading my Bible. I've been in my Word. I've loved God with my understanding. You know, when you look at my actions, if it wasn't love, it was hate, because love is following God's commandments. And since I wasn't abiding by the commandments, I automatically hated them. Most people hate God. If you ask them, they were like, "I love God. I don't have no hate in my heart. I don't hate anybody." When you look at their actions, they do hate. You know what I mean? Same with family, mother, father. If you don't do what they say, you're basically telling them that you hate them. It may not be that simple, you know. You tell people that and they won't even understand what you're talking about. But the opposite of love is hate. If you're not listening, you're not showing love, which is hate. It's a terrible connotation, I know, and it sounds like it's emphasized, but it's the way it is. It truly is the way it is. If you come across this video, you know, God bless you. Just stay on TV.